Today we're going to be solving inequalities that require multiplication and division. And there is a difference here. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, it reverses the inequality symbol. So this is just a side problem to kind of make you understand this maybe. Would everybody agree that 2 is less than 3? But what happens if I multiply both these sides, let's say by negative 2? I'm going to get negative 4. And if I multiply over here by negative 2, because I have to do the same thing to each side, I'm going to get negative 6. Is negative 4 less than negative 6? No. If we want this to be a true statement, we would have to reverse our inequality. So that's kind of why this happens. Okay, so maybe that'll help you if you can remember that. So here, when you multiply or divide, just remember that. So here, we're trying to get our variable by itself. It says divide by 7, so we want to do the opposite, which would be multiply by 7. These 7's cancel. Y greater than or equal to. An easy way to multiply 25 by a number is think of how many quarters. So if you think of how many quarters there would be if you had 7 of them, it would be 175. So that might help you. Today we're not going to be graphing since we practiced that yesterday, so you're done with this much. This problem, we want to get the variable by itself, so we're going to have to be dividing by negative 3. So these cancel, giving us x. We're dividing by a negative, so this time we must reverse our inequality. 12 divided by 3 is 4, and the signs are different, so it would be negative 4. So remember, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, reverse your inequality. So in problem 3, we want to get the variable by itself, so the opposite of divide by negative 4 would be multiply by negative 4. So I want to put that on both sides. These cancel, leaving me g. I am multiplying by a negative, so I'm going to reverse my inequality. 5 times 4 is 20. The signs are the same, so it is positive. Here, remember that I need to divide by negative 2/5, but the easy way to divide is to multiply by the reciprocal, negative 5/2. Doesn't really matter where you put the negative sign. So all of these cancel. I am multiplying by a negative, so I'm going to reverse my inequality. Here, 2 goes into 2 once, into 14 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. The signs are the same, both negative, so it would be positive 35. Here, I need to divide by both sides by 4. Do I need to reverse my inequality symbol? No, I'm dividing by a positive 4. Even though there's a negative in the number, it's not what I'm dividing by. So it would be x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Again, I need to define my variable, write inequality, and solve. So 1/4 of a number is less than negative 7, find the number. So x equals a number. 1/4 of a number would be 1/4 x is less than negative 7. So I need to divide by 1/4. Remember, that's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal, which would be 4 over 1. And I get x is less than negative 28. And that would be it.